I can imagine there may be a parent who has lost a child, and I can imagine that parent being healed little by little, week after week, by the image of Jesus welcoming the child. I can imagine there will be someone who is caring for an ill family member, looking over at the image of Ruth and Naomi, Ruth whispering to Naomi of faithfulness, where you go, I will go. The images hold great truths. We are welcomed by a loving Christ who calls us into his care, and we are called to hold others in our care. And God will go with us wherever we go, whatever obligations to others we seek to maintain. A soldier called to duty in a dangerous place. A person in hospice moving toward the unknown. A family visiting for the first time, having moved to this community as an act of trust, hoping to build a life and a home. A woman stepping out of an abusive relationship. Where you go, I will go. Part of that is the powerful message of God going with us. And part of that is the powerful message of us choosing to go wherever God leads. And there will be blessing in the faithfulness. There's a story behind the wheat, I understand, that's glowing over there. That's for another time in part, but in that story of Ruth and Naomi, there is a blessing at the end. There is the wheat, the harvest. It is as gold to them. It is their life. It is their income. It is their safety net. And the plentiful harvest is woven into that theme of faithfulness. Eldora was a woman of quiet faith, I'm told. She didn't want much fuss about her, didn't want people to go overboard, but at the same time, she wanted people to care for children. And she had a quiet dream, as quiet as the light that radiates through the glass of the windows, and as beautiful. And I invite you to hear this poem that was a part of her funeral folder. It read, I would like the memory of me to be a happy one. I'd like to leave an afterglow of smiles when this life is done. I'd like to leave an echo whispering softly down the way of happy times and laughing times and bright and sunny days. I'd like the tears of those who grieve to dry before the sun of happy memories that I leave when life is done. The group that worked on these windows did not have those words before us. They were forgotten. The folder was put away in a book. And afterwards, Linda Davis thought, I should go find a little bit more about Eldora Keeler, and there it was, stuck in the book, these words about an afterglow of smiles and the quiet sunshine and light. God was working. These windows are an answer to a woman's prayer that desired to leave the afterglow of smiles and to remind us to care for children and to walk faithfully. We have a whole host of people whose names are listed in the bulletin. All of those are people who've also walked in faith, who also will be remembered through the creation of these windows, who also will be remembered as being welcome as one of God's children to heaven's shore. So let these windows, let's say, come to Jesus and walk faithfully and care for those God gives us to care for. Let them seep into our souls so it may be so in our lives.